It's 250 motor swap into this Mercury Comet, 62 Mercury Comet. Just a few things to touch on here. I drilled out and flipped around my steering bar down there. You can see that bar down there. It's a steering bar. It goes across. So I drilled it out so I could flip it around. It was like cone shaped in there. And I needed a serious drill bit to get it out. So that was a hassle. The battery box had to be moved up higher. So we barely got clearance here, but there is clearance before it hits the roof here of the the hood. You know. A few other things. I had to put this fan in here. It's a double fan. Flex light or something. And so I'm wiring that up now. I got the box for it over there, screwed in next to the battery here. I guess two of the wires get hooked up to this, and then, well, obviously these get hooked up too. I mean, ground and positive, and these are going to go to the purple and yellow. We're going to go down here to the fan itself. 1650 cubic foot per minute or whatever fan. So it's barely gonna be enough. But it fits right in there. I'm putting in a Maverick radiator, so it's gonna be a little bigger. I'm trying to figure out the hoses. Problem I'm having is it's doing like such a sharp turn into the motor. It's like a little tiny 90-degree turn right here when the radiator's in. Yeah, so can't fit the original stock fan blade. Can't really fit the alternator very well without, probably move the battery into the trunk or something, or move it over to the other side, which I didn't feel like dealing with. Okay, so this carb is just touching the hood just a little bit, maybe, just a little bit. See what happens. A couple other things going on. I got under here the motor transmission mount. I kind of made this thing here. Just put this bar in, this beam or whatever. And I got my drive line in. I had to make this drive line out of some pieces. I cut off the ends from the Maverick and attached them to this other pipe that I got from the junkyard. It's a little bit longer than my stock Comet one. It said Falcon on it. So I took that for 50 bucks or whatever from the junkyard. Took it up to these guys and they put it together for me. Or whatever, the U-joints. And they did the welding. They cut and welded these pieces onto this pipe. I took those from the Maverick, which came with the motor and the rear end. So hopefully this is going to work. I don't know why they painted it gray, but there it is. It's in. And my transmission mount is a little high right now, so I might have to put in some sort of like gap right here, spacer of some sort to lower the. But I'm noticing the motor doesn't have much room. Right down here, there's the bar. It goes across underneath the motor. And so there's really no gap there left. That's it. There's really no more room to lower this motor. And over here on the other side, what I did here, okay, I put in a starter up in there. So there's the starter. The old starter was not clearing. It was resting on the steering bar here. The steering bar, yeah. So there's going to be enough room now for the exhaust to come through. That's about it. That's kind of where I'm at now. Still got to figure out a parking brake situation here. Probably going to put another bar across here and then just bolt my parking brake to one of these kind of beams, which I'll put right across here. Alright, so yeah, that's where we're at. Getting close to being able to start this thing up. You know, I got the fuel lines are pretty much getting connected up. I'll need to figure out the distributor. It's got 2 hoses. The other one was different, you know. So I'm getting these hoses, they barely fit. And the exhaust manifold that I have here, it's going to have to be bolted up in there still. And on there, so that's about it. That's where we're at. And you can't really see the fans from out here. You can if you're looking with the hood open. They're kind of loud, so they sound like a drone. I turned them on to the 12-volt battery and they sounded like a drone flying, like loud. There we go.